It's 10:30. Now, Fox 35 News at 10:30.
A church service tonight for Trayvon Martin following a 3-day 41-mile march across county lines. College students and alumni ending their march tonight at a church in Sanford. That's where they sounded off on the Trayvon Martin case. Martin's family attorney Natalie Jackson, along with the mayor of Sanford, at the service listening to what folks had to say. Things got a little heated at times, all because they say George Zimmerman has been walking around a free man for too long. As for the case itself, the United Nations has now become involved. The High Commissioner for Human Rights calling for an investigation into the shooting. Navi Pillay told reporters in Barbados on Friday that the case is about justice, not just for the 17-year-old, but for others in similar situations. Our international affairs expert, Hinn, joining us with some insights on this one. Chris, I guess you can make the argument that Trayvon Martin's most basic human rights were denied when he was killed.
Keith, this case is, of course, taken a lot of different spins, and I think we should allow our law enforcement professionals to do their due diligence. And, we have Angela Corey, the special prosecutor, we have the FBI, we have, local law enforcement, and I think they just need to be allowed to do their due diligence, and I think justice will be served either way.
So the UN Human Rights Commissioner in Barbados saying that the UN should take a look at it. But when you look across the world, some of the issues the UN deals with, you've got Syria killing its own people, you've got people under the realm of brutal dictators, you've got people enslaved and trafficked across the planet. Critics would say focus on those problems.
I'm sorry, I feel like insulted when the UN wouldn't allow us to have our sovereign issues and handle our own. We've been doing this for, 300 years. I think the U.S. is very well capable with the federal agencies involved to handle our own cases. And you're right, they need to focus on their issues and leave this alone for the U.S. to deal with.
It kind of sounds like maybe the commissioner was trying to score some points with his audience in Barbados, maybe unaware that comments would go worldwide.
Well, the UN, I think they have not only their own problems, I think they just need to stick to what they deal with. And again, I think it's important that this case needs to be just left to our own people and to do their due diligence.
Because we've got local, state, and national investigators working on this. Hinn, thanks for your insights tonight.
Thank you.
Civil rights leaders and pastors across America using the Trayvon Martin case to boost voter registration. The New Covenant Baptist Church in Orlando participated in a nationwide effort. They chose today to encourage more people to register to vote because of the high attendance of Christians on Easter Sunday. The nationwide goal was to register 1 million voters today. That breaks down to about 20 per church. And after today's first service, New Covenant Baptist Church had registered 38 new voters. You can follow all the latest developments in the Trayvon Martin case. Log on to myfoxorlando.com for exclusive interviews, pictures, video, and so much more. We've got it covered. Fire crews keeping their eyes on 16 fires in Volusia County. Most are partly or all contained, including a 1-acre fire near a golf course in Daytona Beach. That fire is 90% contained. In South Lake County, firefighters are having trouble getting to a brush fire in a large swamp near Groveland. It's burning just north of Highway 50 between Claremont and Groveland. Smoke seen for miles here. So far, the flames have already consumed about 150 acres. Forestry crews have been dropping water from above because fire trucks are having trouble getting through the marshy muck. Firefighters will be on standby throughout the night to ensure the flames stay clear of dozens of nearby homes. Rob, thoughts on this one?
Yeah, we're likely to see a couple spots with reduced visibility early tomorrow morning due to a number of wildfires burning out there, the biggest of which is in northern portions of the state, and that's where we have a dense fog advisory. Alachua County and points north, I-75 and I-10 likely to be impacted tomorrow, so keep that in mind if you're heading up that way. But anywhere where we have a smoldering brush fire like along 50 between Groveland and Claremont, there's likely to be little pockets of reduced visibility. Down to 2 miles right now in Gainesville. 10 would indicate crystal clear, no problem. So we're seeing reduced visibility in Gainesville and Ocala due to smoke. Part of the problem, the winds are light, so that's allowing that smoke to build up. We'll have the 5-day forecast, or 7-day forecast rather, coming up in just a few minutes.
Sounds like a plan. Thanks, Rob. Still ahead, Easter celebrations around the world, including one church where Tim Tebow gives the Easter sermon. Hear what he had to say coming up. And it is hard to believe, but 100 years ago today, the Titanic set sail on its first and only voyage. We're on a memorial cruise with some of the descendants from the Titanic after a quick break.